Good afternoon, my friends. Welcome to Lawyered Up. I'm your host, Patrick McGee. I'm a Florida trial attorney and former police officer from Florida. And today is how to get your concealed weapon permit day. It's very, very easy, and I encourage you to get it. Even if you don't think you're going to use it, get it anyway. It's rather cheap. It's not hard at all. It's better to have it than not have it. Anyway, to get it in Florida, the Florida Department of Agriculture is the department that issues the concealed weapons permits or the concealed license permits, CCPs, whatever you want to call it, concealed firearm permit. And it's a very easy process. There's three ways you could do it. You could do it by mail, in person, or online. In order to get a concealed weapons permit in the state of Florida and any place else that issues them, you cannot be a prohibited person. So let's take a look at what the prohibited people are. All right, here we have a list of prohibitions. If you're any of these, then you can't get the permit. You have a physical inability to handle a firearm safely, a felony conviction unless your firearm rights have been restored, an adjudication withheld or a suspended sentence on a felony or misdemeanor crime involving violence unless 3 years has lapsed since probation and other conditions set by the court have been fulfilled, a conviction for misdemeanor crime of violence in the last 3 years, a conviction for violation of controlled substance laws, or multiple arrests for such offenses. And the one for the misdemeanor crime of domestic violence, look into the new federal gun control package that passed. I believe it's a disqualifier. I'll have to double check that. I believe it's a disqualifier if you've ever been convicted of a misdemeanor crime of violence, but don't quote me on that. A record of drug or alcohol abuse, 2 or more DUI convictions within the previous 3 years, being committed to a mental institution or adjudicated incompetence or mentally defective, failing to provide proof of proficiency with a firearm, having been issued a domestic violence injunction or injunctions against repeat domestic violence that is currently in force. And you can add to that risk protection orders, which are the Florida version of red flag laws. If you renounce your citizenship, you had a dishonorable discharge from the armed forces, or you're a fugitive from justice. If you are any of those situations apply, you cannot get a concealed weapons permit in Florida. You can get a resident permit or a non-resident permit, and they cost, let's see here, for a resident permit, it is $97. Also $97 for out of state. The renewal for out-of-state is $87. For in-state is $45. And notice down here at the bottom, if you're a judge, it doesn't cost you anything. Great, huh? What makes you want to be a judge? The places you can apply in person is at a regional Florida Department of Agriculture office. That's the option I usually do. You can go in there. They do everything. You can usually get in and out. I do all my renewals there. Or you can go to approved tax collector's office. Approved tax collectors are listed on the website. I'll put a link below at the bottom. If you do it online, the online application is the same thing as the mail-in paper application, just looks a little bit different because it's online. It's just right here. You fill it out, you digitally sign it at the bottom, then you move to your photo upload. You will need a passport photo. When I did mine, I just took a selfie against the wall outside the house in the shade, and it worked fine. They accept it. After you upload the photo, you upload your training certificate, which is your concealed weapons class. They have those classes all the time, all over the state. They range between, I've seen them as low as $50. As low as $35 and as high as $75. Usually they're around $50. After you upload your training certificate, you upload all your other supporting documents, which are in the instructions, what you have to have. You get your fingerprint information. If you go to the agriculture office, I think they do your fingerprints there on an APHIS machine. If not, most of the sheriff's office and police departments have fingerprinting facilities. Most of the sheriff have APHIS machines and can do your prints digitally. You make your payment, and then you review and submit. It's as easy as that. If you do the paper application, this is what the paper application looks like. And they have questions at the bottom. It's the same information as we saw before. And then the qualifying data questions at the bottom, they're also at the bottom of the online application. And then page 2 is a continuation of the questions. On the paper application, you sign it. On the online application, you can digitally sign it. And then, how long does it take? According to the Department of Agriculture, as of today, it takes between 50 and 55 days to get the permit. You can, on the website, with the control number that you get when you do a paper download of the application, there'll be a barcode and a T number at the top. And when you complete the online application, they'll give you the same number. That is your control number. If you go to the website, you enter your control number, you can track the process of your application. So there you go. Concealed weapons permit in the state of Florida, very easy to get. Go out, get it for you. No reason not to.